A suspect wanted in connection to an Oglala shooting has been caught. The shooting happened Saturday night and one person was killed.
The suspect fled the scene and was eventually arrested in Rapid City. This is an ongoing investigation.
A semi ended up on its side following a crash on Interstate 29 Saturday. It happened at the Clear Lake Castlewood exit.
The southbound lane of the interstate was closed and traffic was rerouted while crews worked to remove the truck from the road.
The Pennington County Sheriff's Office is in the giving mood for the holidays. They'll host a Warrants holiday tomorrow when people can clear up their warrants without paying a fee.
People with warrants can turn themselves into the Sheriff's Office located on Kansas City Street in Rapid City. The hours are 7 to 9 a.m. Mountain Time.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Mundt. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, everybody. We are following the cold air for today, though we will watch a little bit of a warm-up across western South Dakota. As we do get into the afternoon, we'll have temperatures at least in the 30s across the west, even warmer for tomorrow. But look at the cold air across eastern Kettleland. Teens and 20s for highs today. And Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A Sioux Falls store wants to connect its customers with local artists, all while supporting the Washington Pavilion. Elk
Cove welcomes shoppers with holiday deals as part of the nationwide Museum Store Sunday celebration.
The store sells decor, gifts, and toys. It also features artwork by local and regional artists.
Everything that we do here goes back to fund the mission of the pavilion. So anytime that you shop here, all of that goes back to fund that mission, which is super great.
Elk Cove employees hope shoppers see the store as a fun way to give back to the museum.
The store is located in the Steel District in downtown Sioux Falls.
Parkston is celebrating a big win. The town's commercial club learned they're the recipients of a music grant from the Levitt Foundation.
Parkston was the top vote getter in September competition and will receive $28,000 a year for 3 years.
Well, we've already got almost all of the acts booked for 2026. We were holding back 3 dates where we can kind of go big.
The total grant amounts to $84,000.
Skiing season at Great Bear is getting closer every day.
The ski valley has been making snow over the last few days, and the snowfall over the weekend provided an extra boost.
Lit the guns up on Wednesday night, had a great forecast, haven't shut them off since, and hopefully we can keep this going all through next week.
Grider says he does not know when Great Bear will open for the season, but for updates, he says, check their website.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, watching the weather today. A few flurries, a little snow out there south of Sioux Falls, and we're talking mostly into southern Nebraska, southern Iowa. That's where the accumulations will go for the most part. And you can see that as we pick up the trends today across Nebraska into Iowa. We're just getting grazed by just a little bit of that moisture today. Otherwise, a westerly wind will come back into our forecast, and that's actually going to warm us up the next 24 to 36 hours. We're anticipating tomorrow high temperatures rebounding into the 40s for western Kettleland, 30s not far from Sioux Falls. We're thinking right now at least upper 20s in the late afternoon. But the problem or the complicating factor is this wintry mix that's going to develop along and just ahead of this next cold front coming into the forecast. And so with those 40s in the west, we're probably going to get a couple of rain showers. Aberdeen in the northeast, do not be surprised if this thing kicks out enough moisture to coat the ground with an extra little bit of snow. Not impossible to get another 1 or 2 inches of snow with a system like this. And it looks like there will be a push of some wind coming in late Tuesday night and early Wednesday out of the north. There's a look at the sample temperatures. We'll start with today, those 20s and 30s there in the south. Overnight tonight, we're still going to dip here overnight in the single digits, maybe a little bit below 0 in Aberdeen. So a little heads up about that. And then tomorrow, you notice the snow in the blue. See how that comes in from North Dakota? And that's exactly what we want to point out there, is that that will be part of the forecast and the day. Even Sioux Falls will probably trend to a light wintry mix late in the day or into the evening. It's not anticipated to be much, but I'd like to give you a heads up there that that's possible. And then, of course, on Wednesday, it's just getting cold and colder by the hour. And by the time we get to Thursday morning, we're anticipating temperatures temperatures well below zero in eastern Ketherland. And don't forget about the wind chill factor, too. That could get awfully cold, probably the minus 20s, and that's the first time we've had to mention that kind of range or anywhere around Sioux Falls or into southern Minnesota, northern Iowa so far this season. So it's one blast. It's not going to last forever, but it is going to be a cold morning there on Thursday. Highs today, 20s and 30s out there, mid-30s likely Rapid City. So the ups and downs, we're going to go up the temperature scale late tomorrow. We'll peak and probably hit our high Wednesday morning just after midnight, and then we're going to fall all day long on Wednesday. And then we bottom out at 10 below zero Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon recovers back to the 20s and even 30s on Friday. And there's another Clipper system moving in. Looks like temperatures in Aberdeen and Pierre will go up and down the same way. It's Thursday morning that's the worst on the temperature. And we do expect another system here that could bring in at least a little bit of a wintry mix by the start of the weekend. So do keep that in mind here as we end the forecast. Rapid City, though, you folks are going to average the warmest. 44 tomorrow and another rebound of 40-degree weather Thursday and Friday. Check out more details online at ketherland.com.